Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Dior, and this is Kingdom Death Monster. This is year 3 of New Game Plus, and we're fighting a level 1 Screaming Antelope. So far, Saki has died. We've lost all of our. Everyone lost 1 survival point, everyone lost all their courage, and Rumia no longer can gain survival. So far, this has not been great. Also, Kokuma now is traumatized, and all sorts of fun stuff has been going on. The Antelope does go first, but first I'll go ahead and point out some of the stuff we need to know about this thing. First of all, if it doesn't have any targets, it will graze, which is where it will go towards the closest acanthus plant and eat it and recover 1 health. When it recovers 1 health, essentially you take the top card, it's either the top or the bottom card of the wound deck, and put it back, and you actually, I think it's the top card of the wound deck, and you put it on the bottom of the AI deck. Alright, and its basic action. Targets closest knockdown survivor in range, otherwise it grazes. So for the most part, it'll do basic action. It only goes after knockdown survivors. So a lot of cases, it's going to go running. This thing is going to go running around, freaking eating everything. Now, one thing that's kind of interesting about the Screaming Antelope is it has some weaknesses, but unfortunately we will not be able to exploit them. It also has a lot of crit locations that will give you stuff if you successfully crit it. So it's like a pinata if you can beat it up enough. But for this fight, it's going to be mostly Vermilia, and hopefully we pull this off, because I can't afford to lose any more people. So we're going to go ahead and reveal. Oh, there is one more thing. This card, they do have this level 1 Antelope does have a trait that's always active. It's called Trample. Whenever it collides with a survivor, they suffer damage equal to the monster's level to a random hit location. So usually when a monster runs into you or runs through you, it just knocks you over, but with this monster, if it does that, it will knock you over and do 1 damage, because it's a level 1. Anyway, nothing too shabby at this point. So I'll go ahead and reveal the top card. Stomp and Snort. Random survivor in range. That is actually nobody. Everyone is out of range. Oh, by the way, the starting position for an Antelope is the far left or far right of the board, whichever. So that's why I'm all the way on the edges here. Anyway. Stomp, random survivor in range. There are no survivors in range, so it's just going to do graze. So it's just going to move up. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And just going to eat one of these. It doesn't have any, it's not down any damage, so it doesn't recover anything. It is now our turns. I will go ahead and have Kokuma search the survivor. 3. Pretty sure that doesn't give us anything. Terrain. Survivor Corpse 3 gets us 2 insanity and a random basic resource. That's actually better than getting a skull, in my opinion. So there you go, Kokuma, get yourself 2 insanity, and we will go ahead and roll for that resource right here, right now. 21. 3, that is a love juice. So we got ourselves a love juice. Let's go ahead and make a note of that. Go ahead and delete all of this. So we'll expand that a little bit. Okay. So yeah, we did get a love juice out of that, so that's great. That's an organ. That's not a bone. That's great. Definitely got no complaints about that. Go ahead and expand that. Alright, and then for her movements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why not? We'll just go right there. Oh, and this gets removed. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and have Rumia activate her circlet. So this will be the top 3 cards of the monster hit location. The hit location deck of a Antelope is 22 hit locations. So 3d22, reroll any duplicates. Alright, so 7, 12, and 16. So I get to look at these, and I can put them back on top in any order I want. So 7 is the giant teeth. This is super dense location. If the attacker hits this location with a frail weapon, it is damage. Archive the weapon at the end of this attack. So yeah, this is our first encounter with a monster that has super dense locations, which is where your bone weapons risk getting broken. Luckily, Rumelia's weapons can't be broken that way, but Kokuma's sword can, so I have to be careful about that. 12 is the chest. If we wound, it's gonna wounding this will cause the Screaming Antelope to turn towards the attacker and move in a straight line. And 16 is the Restless Hoof. And if attacking with a melee weapon, it is kicked out of reach so that you can get essentially disarmed by this if you're not careful. Okay, the order I'm going to go in is I'm going to go 7, or sorry, yeah, 7 on top, then the hoof, then the chest. So we'll go like this. Okay, so that's all been taken care of. And for right now, Rumia is going to stay where she's at because she needs to loot that thing that's right there. Okay, so with that said and done, let me make sure everyone is good here. How far can you move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're good there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's good. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and dash with Rumelia. So here we go. 1d10. Alright, I do lose the point. So my special ability did not trigger, but that's okay. It lets me double move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to go ahead and attack. So 40-10, I hit on 7s. All missed. Okay, so that was a waste. Alright, that is everyone's actions. So now we go with the Antelope. Antelope's next card is Bite. Closest survivor in field of view. If no, field of view, so that's everybody. So closest survivor will be Rumelia, and this attack does 2 damage and can cause bleeding. So let's go ahead and turn you towards that. This attack has an accuracy of 2, so it's going to hit on 4s, because I get 1 evasion from the armor, and I get 1 evasion from the monster grease. That does hit. Let's see what location it hits. It hits the arms. I'm going to go ahead and dodge it, because it is pretty nasty damage. So 1d10. I do get back the point, though. So I spent a point, and I rolled a 6+ because of my armor set, so I get that point back. So that's good stuff for us. And it is now, it's our turn. I'm going to go ahead and have Rumelia go behind it. So now I hit on 6s. And 40-10. That is 3 hits. And I don't need to do any rolls because I already know what the top 3 cards are. So let's start with, we're going to go ahead and start with the Giant Teeth first. So 1d10 plus 4. That is a critical hit. So that is our first crit, and we get a resource out of it. Good stuff. Alright, something to note. Let's see, resources is 16 in this case, so 1d16. We get that is 15. So 15 is a shank bone. Oh good, more bones. Just what we wanted, guys. Everything's going according to plan. So here's 15. Also, I think that was, 7 for the hit location? Okay. Yep, it was 7. Okay, so that takes care of all of that. Wait, where does Shankbone go? There we go. Alright, but we did get a resource out of it, so good stuff there. Next is going to be the hoof. So either I go for the hoof or I get... Yeah, I have to go for the hoof. So 1d10 plus 4. And that is a failure. And it's going to go... I have to spend an action next round to go ahead and pick this weapon back up. Yeah, it is kicked out of reach. Yep. Now, technically, I have a second weapon, but I do kind of want all my weapons for this. So there's that, I guess. All right, and all that's left is the chest, which I can't. Well, that gets canceled, so it doesn't really matter. So that was 7, 12, and 16. All right. I'll go ahead and have Koakuma move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not much we can do about that. All right. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take a scenic route. Okay, and then for Rumia, I am going to go ahead and do another 3D22. Alright, so I now know that the trap card is here, so the turn order is going to be pretty straightforward for this. Show to players. So that's going on the bottom. And then 11 is the Restless Back. Now, if you have a club or a shield that you're using to attack, you actually get bonus luck to crit that location. It's pretty awesome. So if you have clubs, you can definitely get a lot of. You essentially beat it like a pinata, and you'll get a lot more stuff out of it. But we can't get any clubs yet because I can't get the weapon crafter. Anyway, in Tiny Restless Hands, this will also disarm you. It's really annoying. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So we'll go in this order: 22, 11, and 1. And hopefully we do okay with that. I'll leave Rumia where she's at, and we'll continue. So next card is Ravenous. Closest survivor, consumable gear, in range. Okay, that is us. Closest survivor, yeah, it's going to be Remelia, so there's not really a change there. This is annoying because it will probably eat my monster grease. Alright. It doesn't say in field. The first one, that first requirement is not in field of view, so it doesn't. It's not a part of the requirements. Both hit. 2d6. Legs and arms. It's 2 damage each. I will go ahead and dodge the. I'll say the arms. So 1d10. I don't get the point back, so now she has no survival left, so that's good. And I have to get a piece of my armor, a piece of gear consumed, so that's super annoying as well. Yeah, I don't have any spare gear, so it's just going to eat the monster grease. Alright, great. We're doing great. Fan-freaking-tastic here. Alright. It is now our turn. Remelia is going to go ahead and spend an action to get her weapons back, and then go around and hide in the freaking blind spot. And hopefully it will actually do what it's supposed to do this time. Rumia is going to go ahead and search the ore vein and get a whole lot of nothing. Yep, find nothing. Okay, so we'll go ahead and remove that ore vein. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. She could start helping getting the plants out of there. In the meantime, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotcha. I can move down 1. Alright, next attack. Showdown. This is going to be a very annoying fight. Alright, Showdown. If there are no acanthus plants, that doesn't matter. Full move the Screaming Antelope to the closest acanthus plant. It's already next to one. If the monster ends its movement on or adjacent to an acanthus plant, it consumes it, archive it, and heal 1d5. So far we've done 1 damage, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to bother rolling. What's going to happen is the top 5 cards of the wound stack get put on the bottom of the AI deck without looking at them. Then you put Showdown on the top of the monster AI deck instead of discarding it. So if we want to, we can let him just eat all the plants, which would not be fun. Okay, so with that said and done, let's go ahead and continue. I'm going to go ahead and have Romelia attack. This may probably most likely trigger the trap card, but if it does, it does. Yep, that's going to trigger the trap card. I'm going to draw 4 cards, and it's going to include the trap card. So what's going to happen is Wailing Slide. Wailing Slide. The attacker's doom. All survivors adjacent to the monster suffer 2 brain damage per monster level and knockback 5 and are knocked down. So, Romelia, you take 2 brain damage. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and are knocked down. Okay. And then the monster lands on its belly and begins to slide on its teeth. Turn the monster directly away from the attacker and full move forward in a straight line. On collision, non-death survivors gain 1 random disorder in addition to normal collision rules. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there you go. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to go ahead and see what the top 3 of the hit location deck is because it's been reshuffled. Oh, good. Yeah, great. Thank you. Thank you, game, for giving me freaking the trap card again. A second time. That's cool. I don't mind. It's amazing how many times I roll 1s in this game. It's ridiculous. And then I'll roll like a stream of 10s when I don't actually need them. Alright, hit locations, 9, Gnarled Horns. Okay. At this point, I'm fine with just taking a brain trauma. Alright, so turn the monster to face away from the attacker and full move away. Cancel hits out of range. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we'll go Gnarled Horns, then Restless Rump. Okay. So that is going to be all of our hit locations. And that's pretty much all of our actions, unfortunately, because we're not on top of those plants. Let's go ahead and draw the next card. It is Showdown. Go figure. So it's just going to go and eat this plant here. Like so. Okay. What we're going to go ahead and do is do 1, 2, 3, 4. And attack this. So 2d6 or 2d10 I hit on 6s. Both missed. That's good. That's exactly what I wanted in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to search this plant because maybe something good will happen for once. 8. That will get us fresh Acanthus. So far, this fight sucks. It really does. Like, it's not usually this bad, but man, we're not getting any hits. We've been disarmed. We've gotten trap cards. We've already gotten 2 trap cards within 3 rounds of this game. It's pretty ridiculous. So, all right. Next card is Chow Down again. Yeah. So it's just gonna go and eat again because until I wound this thing, it's always gonna be Chow Down. So there's that. I'll go ahead and have I'll go ahead and have her attack from behind. 2d10 hits on 5s now. 1 hit. And 1d10 plus 2. This is the Gnarled Horns. That's a critical fail. So tugs if the attacker is adjacent to the monster, the weapon is stuck. Tugging frantically, it comes loose, but you stumble and suffer knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and attack, get this over with. This is going to cause a brain trauma, but let's actually take that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rumia, do you have any insanity? You don't, but you're already broken anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with her fist. Actually, wait, she has Founding Stones. She'll attack with her Founding Stone. And hit on 6s. So 2d10. 1 hits. 1d10 plus 1. Critical fail, again. And that's going to trigger this reflex, and it's just going to turn away and full move away. Okay, so all that's left is the Wailing Slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and now it is Antelope's turn. We can't hurt this thing because I can't hit it. So there's that. Alright, once again, it's Showdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is going to eat the last plant. Okay, so yeah, that happened. I'm going to go ahead and just do this. 1, 2, 3. And go ahead and attack with my Founding Stones. Both missed. This is super frustrating. I can't hit. I can't hit with a single attack. Well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or sorry, not 6. Sorry, we only moved 5. My bad. Alright, let's go ahead and draw. It's going to be Showdown again. This time it gets discarded, and it's just going to do basic action. So I can't show any of the other cards, because literally we can't do anything. I mean, at least only healed 1, but it's not really boosting my confidence any. So basic action, closest knockdown survivor in range, and then graze. If there are no Canthus plants on the Showdown board, instead full move forward in a straight line, because there's no knockdown survivors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, it is now our turn. I'm going to go ahead and search the top. I'm going to do 2d22. All right, so 14 and 15. Actually, I have to write these down now because that's actually annoying. Okay. Because what I'm doing is I'm forcing the trap card downwards. Alright, so 14 and 15. 14 is the Restless Eye, which has first strike. You have to strike it first. And if you're insane, it'll cancel all your hits. Otherwise, it does brain damage. And then 15 is the Flank. And all that does is just turn you to face towards the monster. Okay. Kokum, are you nuts? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Well, in any case, it doesn't really matter then. Alright, I'll go ahead and start moving up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let's draw the next card. Finally, it's something other than Showdown. It's a mood card. It's called Buck. At the start of each monster's turn, target the attack and attack any survivors in the blind spot. So essentially just bucks its hooves. Now the good news is this counts as a wound because it no longer has it in the deck. So for what it's worth, we have that going for us. Beyond that though, we don't got much going. Buck. So that's going to remain active pretty much for the rest of the game. There you go. Probably a little too big. There you go. Alright, well, that's all it did, so that's the good news. Remelia is not insane, so there's that. And she's not down in any brain damage, so I'll go ahead and have her attack first. Well, no. If I... Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just bite the bullet. I was trying to avoid getting brain trauma, but it honestly doesn't matter. 1d10, 4d10, and that's enough to do the trap. There you go. There you go. Get all that discarded. Get the ducks shuffled again. This time, hopefully, it's not the top 3 cards again. So yeah, this is going to be knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to cause brain trauma because Remelia is going to go nuts. Let's go ahead and roll 1d10 plus 2. Oh, good. At least she can't die from it. So here we go. Severe injuries, brain trauma. This is a 3. Memory loss. Lose 2 levels of weapon proficiency. There you go. I've lost all my courage. I've lost all my proficiency levels. I mean, all we really need to do is lose our experience, and then we'll be full circle. All right. She is knocked down. Oops, sorry, that's not it. That's the wrong symbol. If I sound annoyed, it's because I am. Because this supposed RNG that Roll20 prides itself on is giving me the same results over and over again. Alright, so 4, 11, 16. Okay. Restless Hoof will be on the bottom. Alright, in that order. Okay, also this thing's gonna go, it's gonna turn this way. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's now the monster's turn. Monster is gonna go slammed. That's actually kind of useful to us because it's going to force it to move towards us. Closest knockdown survivor, and that is Remelia. So it's just going to turn around. I'm not going to worry about the stats of the card because it's not going to reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Go ahead and remove this knockdown. Well, I'll just move her, I guess. Let's go ahead and have her attack and just hope for the best. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You generally don't want to be standing in the front, but I don't really have any options here. So 4d10, I hit on 7s. Okay, that is 2 hits. I already know the location, so it's going to be Fairy Tail and Restless Back. So I'll do Fairy Tail first. So 1d10 plus 4. That is a critical hit. It also gives him -1 accuracy. And gets us some free loot. Alright, there we go. We finally did a wound, guys. We finally did it. Also, this is supposed to get restored. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that is right. So it should be like this. I forgot to put the wound back when when it healed. That's the issue. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm just counting cards. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, there's 8 cards left. So this is how it's supposed to be. My bad for not keeping track of count. Alright, we do get a resource. There are 16 resources, of course. So let's go ahead and do that. 1d16, we get a 2. I'm going to go ahead and take care of the resources first as we go. We get a beast steak, which is an organ. It's also shockingly appetizing. That is an organ, so that's good. Get some variety going for us finally. So yeah, that was 2. Was the roll. Okay. And then next we'll go for the Restless Back, which is going to be 1d10 plus 4 again. That is a wound, not a crit though. But that's not too bad. Okay. So far so good. I will go ahead and have Koakuma attack. 1, 2. 2d10, hit on 6s. No hits. In that case, I will go ahead and go... I'm going to go ahead and just throw a freaking Founding Stone. With Rumia. So this is going to hit the Restless Hoof. And it's auto-critting. It's going to do a persistent injury of a destroyed hoof, which will affect certain AI cards. So hopefully we get to show that off. So once again, we get to take the top card, do that, and we'll go ahead and roll another 1d16. And we get 10 this time. After the shit we've gone through, I'm gonna beat this thing down until we get every freaking piece of loot out of him. That's the plan. And we got a pelt. This is a coarse and warm. It's a hide. This creature only has about 4. Well, I mean, the white line also has 4 fur slots as far as hide is concerned, but it also has the shimmering mane, so it tends to have a little bit more. Alright, that is everybody. Let's go ahead and flip the AI card. We got Bite again. Looks like it has 2 of them. So here is Bite. Closest survivor in field of view, that is Remelia. And it's going to go ahead and attempt to bite. It's going to hit on 3s. Oh, sorry, 4s because of the -1 accuracy. It hits. I can't dodge it, so it's just going to do 2 damage to the head. And I do get a bleed token from that. There we go. It is now our turn. I will go ahead and reveal the top 3 cards with Rumia. 3d22. That is... we gotta reroll the 4. Oh good, it's a 14. Thankfully that 14 came first. So 20, 13, 14. Those are the cards we have. I'll just have to remember that freaking 16 is permanently removed. Okay. So 20, 13, and 14. Here's 20. 13. And 14, which is the eye again. Alright, we'll put eye last. Then the ear, then the shank. For each blah blah blah. Okay, that's not a big deal. Yeah, we'll go for this order. Alright, so with that all said and done, let's go ahead and have yeah, it's gonna be Remelia. Because Remelia won't trigger the eye. So here goes nothing. 4d10 hits on 7s. That is 2 hits, which is unfortunate because that means I missed the eye. I should have put the eye first. That's my bad. Oh well. So we do the shank first. So 1d10 plus 4. That's a wound. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the deck here. I've calmed down a little bit after I got some loot out of them, but we lost quite a bit this hunt. It's pretty costly. We're gonna lose a lot more once we fight the butcher, but that's okay. All right, top card. All right, and it's gonna try to. This attack will cause it to buck its hoofs back and hit anyone that's in the blind spot, but we don't have to worry about that. Okay, and then the ear is another wound. So there you go. There are 4 cards left. So we got that going for us. Okay. And let's I'm gonna go ahead and just attack with Kokuma. So 2d10, 8. Yeah, that's enough to get 1 hit, which is going to hit the eye, and it's going to cancel it because Kokuma is insane. Full-fledged insane. So I'm going to go ahead and move her in front so she can be a target. And let's see what her next card is. Ravenous. That's wait a minute, let me check some footage. Okay, I just noticed on the footage that Ravenous has a speed of 1, and I actually attacked twice when I attacked Vermilia earlier. So I still have my Monster Grease, because I dodged that one attack. Both attacks hit, but there should have only been one attack, and I dodged one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and bring back the Monster Grease, which is great. I did go ahead and check, review some of the hits. It looks like everything else still hit no matter what, even though everything should be hitting on 5s now instead of 4s. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm going to go ahead and this does mean that the Ravenous is still going to target Vermilia, because Vermilia still has her consumable gear. This also means that Vermilia actually still has her armor in the legs, which I never ticked down, so I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, the headshot was still clean, so not much we can do about that. Alright, with that said and done, let's go ahead and roll this 1d10. It hits on 5s, which is going to hit, so we're going to lose the Monster Grease anyway. No, we didn't, so we still have the Monster Grease. Good stuff. Okay, so yeah, apologies about that. Shouldn't be recording so much of this in one day, but I do enjoy it despite its frustrations. Alright, so it is now our turn. Rumia is going to go ahead and do her thing. So 3d22. Alright, so fresh deck of cards. Oops. It's not a fresh deck. We need to reroll the 13. Okay, let's try that. So this is 10, 3, 2. 10 is a pallet, which can cause serious damage if you fail. And then 2 and 3. 2 is a delicate inverted knee, and then the ferocious spasm is something that causes a target each survivor in the zone of death and perform basic action. Okay. We'll go after delicate inverted knee first, and then the spasm, then everything else. Actually, ferocious spasm has no crit on it, so we'll ignore that. Okay, so we'll do it that order. Rumia can just sit there for right now. It's okay. I will go ahead and have... if I need to, I can have Kokuma spend a survival point to dash away before the reflex triggers if I need to. 1, 2, there we go. Turn around. Alright, so 4d10 hits on 6s. 2 hits, so I get the delicate inverted knee and the pallet, which I'm completely okay with. So we're going to go with delicate inverted knee first. So 1d10 plus 4. That is a wound. So good stuff there. We're down to 3 cards left. Next is the pallet. That's another wound. So 2 cards left. One of them is Ravenous, unfortunately. Okay. I don't even know if she's successfully wounded anything yet. And to be honest, I don't want to proc freaking Ravenous a second time. And you know what? Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have moved behind it. That's dumb of me. Well, Buck's gonna trigger. one way or another, it's going to trigger. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we'll go about this far. Just make it move a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and draw this card. It's Showdown, which is just going to get discarded and do... it's going to do basic action, which is just... Well, first things first, it's going to do Buck. Buck does trigger. For the stats for Buck, just so you guys can see it again, because it's been a while. I haven't been really targeting the blind spot as much. Accuracy 3, damage 1. It's nothing too bad, it's 1 speed. So this is going to hit on 6s for Remelia, and it misses. Okay, so next we do basic action, because Chowdown's already been, there's no plants left to eat. Closest knockdown survivor in range is just nobody, and it's going to do graze, and it's going to charge forward. I'm going to go ahead and just spend the survival point because I screwed up there, and I should have moved out of the way first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Alright, so next it's our turn. I'll go ahead and make 2 attacks. I'm looking real quick. In range, goes to survivor field of view. Yeah, I'll go ahead and have Kokuma go around here and attack twice. 2d10 hits on 5s. 1 hit. This is going to hit the Ferocious Spasm. 1d10 plus 2. That's a fail to hit, and now it's going to do basic action, so it's just going to attack twice. This time it specifies her as a target, so 2d10 hits on 3s, both hit. 2d6, that's arms and waist, or waist and arms rather. So arms and waist. Also, this is going to make her get knocked down. I think I've been forgetting about traumatized. That's my bad. It honestly doesn't really make that much of a difference because what's just going to end up happening is she falls over, and then at the end of the monster turn it gets back up. So as long as, and the time I did do dash, I wasn't next to it in the first place. So yeah, it should be fine. And yeah, that should be all fine then. But yeah, I keep forgetting about traumatize. I apologize. I don't think it's caused an issue yet though, so we should be okay. In any case, I'm gonna go ahead and have Remelia go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll go ahead and have Rumia check the next multiple hit locations. It's a trap card, go figure. So next it's going to be 19, 21, and 1. So I get to see what those are at least. 19, 21, okay, we'll do those. And then the next one will be the trap card, which not much we can do about that. Okay, so with that, it's going to be the monster's turn. I'm just going to do a 1d2 to see which card I draw, because there's only 2 cards left. 1d2, it is a 1. So Chowdown again, which is going to cause it to do basic action. In this case, it will go after Kokuma, she's knocked down. So 2d10 hits on 3s, both missed, surprisingly. The knockdown gets taken off, and now it's our turns. I'll go ahead and move around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go ahead and attack again. 2d10 hits on 5s now. Both hits, so I get both the Restless Shoulder and the Rump. I'm going to go after the shoulder first. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to go after the shoulder first. Why not? 1d10 plus 2. That is a fail, so it doesn't do anything. And then the Restless Rump is a wound, which means we get rid of Ravenous, which is great. Turn the monster to face away from the attacker, then full move fully away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I will go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just attack. All I have to do is hit once. Yeah, and this is going to cause Wailing Slide to happen, which means I'm going to have to do another traumatized thing. So 1d10 plus 2. This time it's 11. Maniacal laughter. You are knocked down, gain -1 speed token, the priority target, and 1d5 insanity. Okay. Not a big deal. I do get the one. I definitely want that 1d5 insanity. That gives us 1 insanity. There you go. This does do a knockback of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to force it to turn directly away. 1, 2, and go that direction. This is going to make it go knockdown, priority target, and knockdown. And yeah, that'll be fun. And yeah, that's pretty much the turn. It's down to 1 card left, and it's Showdown, and it's just going to do basic action, and it's going to go after priority target. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that is the end of the turn. Gets rid of knockdown and priority target, and it's now our move. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and check what the top 3 cards are, because it's now a fresh deck, which of course includes the trap card. So let's just go ahead and get this knocked out of the way. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and 4d10, I hit on 7s. Alright, 2 hits, which means at 16 and 19. So as long as I wound one of these locations, that'll be good. Alright, if we wound the thigh, it will reduce its movement. So let's go ahead and go for that one first. 1d10 plus 4. That is a critical hit. The monster's injury worsens if it moves. Whenever the screaming antelope moves, it suffers an additional wound. Discard this card at the end of next round. So essentially this will stay active for 1 round. And there is only... It does not get the -1 movement token because we critted it. So next we go for the hoof. And get disarmed again. Alright, well, it's now the monster's turn. It's going to... Oh, I was supposed to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't matter. Okay, so next it's going to do basic action, because that's all it has left. Goes after closest knockdown survivor in range, which is nobody. It's going to graze, which means it's going to charge forward, and it's going to take an additional wound, which kills it. So, yeah. That will end the fight. A bit anticlimactic, I will have to say, but it's definitely something at least. Alright, so this has been a very, very gruesome hunt. Like, stupidly gruesome. Like, there was nothing really I could do, because it was all random, for the most part, which, I mean, it's how it is. So really, all I can really do is try to press on from here with what has happened. Now, the good news is we did get resources. We did get 4 resources. We essentially got a fresh acanthus and then 4 free resources, and we're definitely going to take advantage of that. So let's go ahead and roll for loot. As far as the only thing, we don't get any special building for killing a antelope. The only thing that checks is whether or not anyone has 20 plus insanity. If they do, they end up wandering off and getting themselves killed. So we're going to go ahead and do 4d16. If we get any repeats, which we just did. Alright, so on that front, let's see. The numbers we're looking for here is 3, 8. Sorry, 3, 4, 8, and 11. And then we'll do 4d21. Okay. And this one, we just want the 1, 5, 8, and 17. The rest of this is no longer needed. Alright, we lost a Founding Stone. Thankfully we didn't lose the Monster Grease. We lost Sakya, we lost everyone's Courage, we lost we lost Ramilia's Proficiency, which she does get a point back. She gets a point. Experience. Rumia does level up, so there's that. But she cannot gain survival anymore, so she's kind of not that useful. And Kokuma is now traumatized, so it's all kind of a big mess. We'll go ahead and roll our age event for Rumia. Not that it matters too much. 18. That's really good. That's a good roll. Story event. 18 gets you +1 permanent accuracy. Would you would you like to be would you like to be the support character until you run out of survival? Alright. Well, gets rid of all that. But yeah, let's go ahead and deal with the resources that we got. Monsters. Screaming Antelope. Resources. So for this, it was 3, 4, 8, and 11. Awesome, we got a bladder. Bladder smells like urine. The bladder is actually really useful if we can get a stone circle, but chances are we're not going to get a stone circle in time. But it can be used to make paint, or blood paint, which is super good. Lets you do some fancy dual wielding stuff. Large flat tooth gives you +1 insanity. Well, a survivor of your choice gets +1 insanity. Its surface is rough and bumpy. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to Remilia because she needs it. And then, what was the other one? 8 and 11. 8 is another pelt. And 11 is a screaming brain. Archive this to gain survival up to the current limit, and it's an organ. So, not too shabby. Let's go ahead and get that tooth. Really, definitely suffered some significant losses here, but hopefully we can get prepared for what's to come. So there's our tooth, there's our pelts. We still need the brain, I think. Yeah, it looks like we still need the brain. So let's get the brain. Okay, and then for the regular resources, 1 is a broken lantern, 5 is a monster bone, 8 is a monster bone, and 17 is a monster organ. So once again, a million things. All right, 2 monster bones. So much bone. That's so ridiculous. If I had a way to convert these, I would, but unfortunately we don't. Alright, and the last one was a monster organ. At least we got some organs that we can do some stuff with. So there you go. Okay, so that is a whole lot of resources that we just got, and we're going to need every single one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a video. I am The Depressed Eeyore, and this was Kingdom Death Monster. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Sorry it was a bit long, but this fight was a lot more difficult than I expected. But I'll probably do one more video. I'm going to go ahead and do the settlement phase for year 4, and then from there I'll probably go ahead and call it a night and see about fighting the Butcher later. So, see you guys next time.